Alright, how's it going everyone? Dan here, and welcome to another, vlog. I really don't like that intro. When it comes to these vlogs, I really want to just open up and just start talking about what I want to talk about. So, one of them titles, it's one of them vlogs, it's one of them videos where I gotta talk about something serious that's going on in life. And it ain't nothing too bad. I'm not sad or depressed or upset or angry or anything. I'm just concerned with, my place in the world. It's a weird way to put it, but let's see, the last month or so has been weird, I've talked to my best friend and hung out with him, and it's been great. I've hung out with friends who I used to work with, and it's been great. And then I've interacted with people who I think are my friends, or at least someone I've known for at least, I've worked with since I've ever started working with them. And we seemed to get really close, and then they had a very major life event happen. And I used to be the one that they used to come to talk to, just to be real close to and everything. And then one big event happens, and then all of a sudden that closeness, that friendship is just gone all of a sudden over this one life event. Now granted, this is a very important life event that one has, but I feel like a life event shouldn't really change one's friendship between someone. And it's been 2-3 weeks now, and I still haven't heard from this friend anymore. And it just makes me realize that a lot of times over the past 7 years, it's hard to determine who a friend really is and what is considered a friend and what's not, or what's considered, being an acquaintance and what's not and all that. But I say that because I feel like just so many times, the only time people ever want to interact with me is if they need or want something. It's never to genuinely say hi. It's never to genuinely hold a conversation. It's never to genuinely do anything but to ask me for something. And it's usually 99.68% of the time. Don't ask for why I got that random percentage, but I wanted to say 0.69%, but all that. But all that aside, most of the time it's usually work related. And I can't help but notice that outside of asking me for usually wanting to work for them, which is the only reason everyone wants to talk to me, no one wants to talk to me, and that kind of makes me it's that kind of sits in the back of my mind, that it just kind of bothers me, that I can go so long and only have a select, and I'm not being not grateful, because I'm grateful to have the few friends that I have who are actually willing to hang out with me, even if it's once every half a year or so and such, stuff like that. I'm grateful to have them. But it bothered me that someone who I was so close to could all of a sudden just be so distant, almost as if you weren't friends at all. And especially when that person made promises before this life event, and even afterwards, that they wouldn't be so distant. And I even asked them, a lot of people change when this happens to them. I would say what it is, but just in case they end up watching this video, I really don't want to reveal any personal information about no one. And I mean, it's a slim to none chance they're actually going to watch this, but whatever. But I've experienced this before, where people change once they have this life event. You can probably figure out what I'm talking about, but like I said, I'm not going to say directly what it is. But after they have this happen to them, they change, and all of a sudden they just treat you like, you're just someone else. You're just no one. And it kind of upset me. It really did. And like I said, that specific thought just made me go on and on and on about wondering if there really is something wrong with me. And that's really been my question in my life, the story of my life. Is there something wrong with me that makes me not a ideal person for one to want to talk to, or an ideal person for one to want to hang out with. Now granted, I can see reasons why, the only place I really ever try to make friends at is at work, because I mean that's the only place I ever go, because there's not really much here in this town at all to go to meet people, and I wasn't blessed with the best social skills at all time, which is why at work I'm a little bit more comfortable speaking out to people, and I try to say hi, whatever, all that nonsense. Kind of also the same reason why I got a Snapchat recently. A lot of people use Snapchat. It's a lot easier, I guess, to ask if they have a Snapchat and you want to add each other, blah blah blah, all that. I haven't really had one for that long, but I'm getting into that as well. It's not nothing too big, but anyway, not gonna get sidetracked. I've always just wondered if there really was something wrong with me, and I don't know. I was about to say, granted, I do work with 98% women up front and as a cashier. Like literally, it's a majority of women up there, and I guess it's understandable that girls typically don't want to have a lot of guy friends, just because they're usually typically taken, they're usually dating someone. So I guess technically you can't sit there and talk with a guy and just have it be just pure friendly conversation unless you're single, or unless you're married. Just there's fringe scenarios that make sense. And though the few times I have managed to reach out to someone and seemingly have a friendship growing, because they would actually come up and talk to me and all that, it always never fails leads to them asking if I can work for them, or asking for me to do a favor for them. It never ends. Let's take an example from previous channel a long time ago. Whoever's been on the old channel the longest will know Jay, a long time ago. We're not going to go with names, just the name was Jay. Way back when, asked me to help her move, asked me to borrow my car, that was something I struggled with for a while. Like, my car is like my life possession, like right now, just because it's affecting my life so much. The car has affected my life so much. The one thing that's held me in place, not being able to move out of my folks' place, is because of the car. Let's just be real with that. But like, Jay has so much of me, even though like she was seemingly trying to become a friend, just trying to get to know me and such. But after all that, after helping her do so much, and even one time I did let her borrow my car, but no more after that, because I was just very self-conscious about that at that point, because what if something happened? I'm very paranoid about that shit. But after all that, I went through so much to drive her all over the place. He just turned out to only want these things from me. And when the moment I stopped giving her rides, the moment she stopped talking to me. So it was just like, okay. And then a second time, actually like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, there was a girl named Kay who, seemingly was really cool. And, we got kind of close. She had a boyfriend, and I still wanted to get to know her, just because, like I said, I'm just trying to make friends. I'm not really trying to pursue about anything more than that. And even this time, it just ended up being, she asked for my number, which is weird. But the one time she texted me was about, hey, would you like to work for me? Or can you work for me? And it was never like, hey, how you doing? It was never nothing casual like that. And like I said, those thoughts are just that way, just bothers me deep inside. And like, I guess that's kind of the reason I still kind of get upset seeing how happy other people are, and seeing other people be happy, whether as friends or more, it doesn't matter. It does kind of make me still sad every now and again, but I'm not taking it to the point of where I'm just not feeling like I want to do anything. In fact, it kind of gives me more of an outlet to try and find games to play to help take my mind off that stuff. Helps me when I'm playing games with the guys or with a group. It takes my mind off it, because for that moment that I'm playing that game, I realize that I do have friends. And it's not that I don't have friends. It's very few, but I do have friends, and I'm thankful for them. I got my brother every now and again when he's free to play with stuff, but now that he's out of school, he's obviously going to be a lot more busy, whether it's with his own life stuff or school or whatever, I don't really know. But it's hard. It really is. Knowing that literally people really only see you as someone to help do things for them. Like, I can't even find the word for it. They only see you as a servant. Let's just put it that way. Not to go down that road, but it's like, that's really the only word I can use to describe it. And it hurts. It really does. It sucks. Because it's happened so many times. It really has. It's never ever been a friend thing. It's just always been, hey, would you do this? Would you do this? Would you do this? And I've seen many other people be just purely friends, no matter their gender, and they have casual conversations every day or every couple days or whatever. It doesn't matter. And like I said, I always turn around and think about it more and more, and it makes me realize, it makes me question whether it's something about me that I need to change, or if it's really something that I can change, if it's just me to begin with. I don't know. I've always said just like, well, I guess I don't really meet the standards of, typical people that people want to talk to, or I don't have the charm or whatever. I don't have the certain look. I don't really know. Like I said, I try to find the answer for it, and I've literally the past couple years have just been pursuing the thought of like, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? What is it that people don't like about me? I want to know. Because, recently I've actively been a lot more socially active than I normally am, Old me would not have, opened a new channel after I closed that old channel. Let me just be real. Like, if I had closed that old channel with old me still intact, where I wasn't social at all, I probably wouldn't have uploaded any other videos either. Old me wouldn't even have started YouTube. Because, just social anxiety, worrying. And still, old me is still in a little bit here somewhere. He is nervous about saying some things, and 75% of the time will stop himself from saying things to people, regardless of gender, just because he's afraid of what the reaction is going to be, or what the reply is going to be. And it's weird. But my socialness it's improving. I'm still mostly an antisocial. It's just something I can't shake. It's just something that I am, and nothing I can do about it. It's just the way I am. But I am trying to reach out, as slow as possible. And it, like I said, long story short, it just sucks knowing that all this time, just like I'm just used for favors. I'm really never used as just someone to say hi to or have conversation with. But with the few friends that I have, they are the ones who do, talk with me, who do say hi every now and again, and those are the ones that I'm thankful for, as few of them as they are. Heck, even one of them right now is one who I care a lot for and have tried to pursue for more than friendship, but has been told that we're only friends, and I'm fine with that. She doesn't ask me for favors, she doesn't do anything. She literally just says hi, we hang out, we don't hang out, but we talk. Every time we see each other at work, it's usually a conversation. It's nice, and to actually have that type of friendship. She says hi every now and again through text. We've literally been on Snapchat for the last couple of days. It's just things like that that I really want to look for in life, and just friendships, really. Because everything starts from a friendship, but it sucks that friendships never start when they're not really real. It's hard to tell when you actually have a friendship started, and I guess maybe that's just me not really being up in the social stats, but whatever. I don't really know. Let's not really bring stats into it, but I'll stop rambling on. Really, I just wanted to, rant a little bit. That's not even really a rant, really. I guess it's more of a talk what's on my mind, whatever you want to call it, but it's hard. It really is, and it sucks, but hopefully I'll get through it. I have a lot more I want to talk about, but I won't talk about it in this video. We'll probably do some more of these videos later on in the future, but for now, that's pretty much it. I don't really know what the point of this video was. There's really not a point to sit here and talk about what's on my mind, because I don't know what the point of it is. I put it up on YouTube so now you guys can see what I'm going through, but what's the point of that? Except the only point of it is you guys know what's going on in my life, but it's not like comments are going to help. It's not like these things are going to magically fix. I don't really know what the point of even putting this thing up, but I'm going to put it up because I guess I just needed to speak it out. And I guess it makes me feel a lot better knowing that I'm speaking to friends, essentially. I consider, my subscribers my friends. Obviously, I really do. Hell, I see a few of you, the small group of you that show up to every live stream. You guys are my friends. You know, the few of you who are in the Discord, they're my friends. Just like all kinds of things that determine that. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you for your time today, and thank you for your support on the channel as always. Thank you for your time and everything. And I'll see you guys next time with some more videos. See you then.